I'm Pickles. I'm a Filipino immigrant here in Canada, and in today's video, I'm gonna share with you tips on how we managed our finances after we got married. Okay, so disclaimer first. I'm not a financial planner. I'm just sharing here our personal experience and for what I think and discern to be something that worked for us. My husband and I have been married for more than 7 years now. So yeah, after 7 years in, I think we have some nuggets that we can share for all of those newlyweds out there. Jumping on to number one. Now, this is always a big question. Is it a joint account? It's all about is it a joint account or having separate account? Some have it like having separate accounts, but then they have one joint account wherein they stream in money, but they still have their own separate accounts. Now, for my husband and I, and what I would also recommend, because it's been working great for us, is really have one joint account. By having one joint account, I mean both of our pays go to that checking account, and then everything streams out of that same pot. Again, this is something that worked for us. Having a joint account, everything pulled out and streaming into that one account has worked great for us. In terms of communication, in terms of just deciding where we should put our money, it just really worked great for us. So this happened really right after we got married. So that was step number one for us, was to really set up our joint account. Number two is creating a budget. Now, this is gonna be a bit tricky, especially when you're newlyweds. You're still figuring out how to live with the other person. It's actually quite exciting to get to know that other person as you really live with your new spouse, which is great. But yeah, try to get some bearings and put together a simple budget at the start. It would really help plan out little by little and have a more developed budget as you go through time. But yeah, that's a key step for number two, which is sort of have a very basic budget. Now, the next one, number three, touches on the budget slightly, which is trying to figure out your lifestyle together. It's a bit different now that you're married. It depends if you were living separately before, and then now after getting married, you'll be on your own, and yeah, hashtag adult life. That new lifestyle of being married, you'd have to figure out like how much are you gonna budget for grocery, utilities, transportation. Are you gonna be paying for laundry? So all of those expenses, and it depends on where you live. Do you need parking? You would have to eventually put that together, and you'd have to decide all and figure out how it touches your lifestyle. Like, of course, you'd have to have some fun money, so you'd have to have some allowance to do some entertainment, eating out, or during COVID, maybe having food delivered. But yeah, so having those things, those fixed expenses laid down, it's a key step number three. Number four is actually quite fun. It's all about planning your goals. So in this section, so after you've established your basic budget, and together with it, like all of those fixed and variable expenses, now it's fun to start talking about your plans, your goals. So it can be a long-term goal, medium to near-term goal, but it's always nice to sort of add those things to the list, and it's always fun to think about those things. And as time goes on, you know that you're working towards those goals. So some goals can be about home ownership, or getting a new car, planning for family, are you going back to school, are you gonna travel? So all of those bigger purchases that you'd want to, it's more for life enrichment, add some fun to your life. Yeah, so talk about those. Now, there is this guide that when we recently just got married, and this has been my guide from the get-go. And I must say, this is not the guide that I use right now, but I'll share it here because it has tremendously helped me plan out our budget when we were just starting out. It's from Gail Vaz Oxlade. So she's this like Canadian Dave Ramsey. Yeah, so I'll share with you how she breaks down your monthly income. Okay, so she said that 35% of your spending goes to home, 25% goes to life, 15% goes to transportation, 15% goes to debt if you do have debt, 10% goes to savings. Now, if you don't have debt, obviously everything would be pushed to savings, which is going to be great. But yeah, as a structure, that's her guide in terms of how you spend or allocate your money. And this has helped me when I was first starting out. I mean, when I mentioned a while ago planning a budget, I mean, you can put as much as you want there, right? So having that sort of benchmark would guide you if you are overspending, underspending in certain categories. Now, the thing is, in the recently, my husband and I decided to do FIRE, financial independent and retire early. So we're saving close to 50%. But that's a different discussion altogether. I have a video on how we save up 50% of our income, and yeah, feel free to view that. Last but not the least is to revisit your budget as needed. So some expenses might be added, some might be going to savings. Keep regular check-ins in terms of revisiting your budget and see if you can sort of cut back here or loosen up in some areas, and just make your budget work better for you. So it has greatly helped my husband and I annually. I do this sort of check-in with him, and that's how we sort of check our budget. My lighting drastically changed from the moment I started this video, but I hope I gave you some guidance on how to manage your finances for newlyweds. Congratulations. I hope you have a wonderful life. The finances is just a tool to a happy life, so don't make this as a center of your conversation, but it's always a great tool to help you get to your goals. So yeah, I hope you picked up some nuggets from our experience, and if you have any questions, just let me know. I hope you liked this video. Please hit like if you did, and feel free to share it with any newlyweds you know also. And yeah, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I hope you're all well and safe, and thank you for watching. Bye.